Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of... You guys ready for this? We're going to do this all in cue. Ready?
Ready.
Follow my cue. Arcade Parlor. Well, one of these months, we're going to get this, guys. We're going to get this. Amazing. This is our second episode of Arcade Parlor, the greatest episode, or the greatest podcast on Earth. Some are saying that. I saw that written somewhere. People are excited that video games are finally back, and there's a podcast talking about them. So hey, people are excited. That's this podcast here. I am your host, David, aka Pancho Taco, on Twitch.tv. I am joined here by my co-hosts, Ashley Florida.
Hello.
Also known as Ashley.
Sometimes.
And Bleachy B.
Hello, I'm Bleachy. I'm also known as Jackson, but you have to call me that this podcast, okay? I'm Jackson right now.
Okay. You're Jackson. Okay.
Thank you.
Got it.
Thank you very much.
And we also have with us our very, very first guest, somebody I'm excited to announce here, who I think would be a great guest. Us and me and the co-host, we were talking. We had a list of people, and we decided to reach out to the one and the only MIZZOURAH of Twitch.tv.
Hello, that is me. I am Andrea. So, thank you for having me on. This is exciting.
I'm excited. Is everybody else excited?
Miz!
No.
Wow, okay, Jackson.
I'm just kidding. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy.
I love it.
How's everybody doing? This is episode 2.
Pretty good.
How's everyone doing?
It's Saturday.
Spectacular.
Yeah, Saturday. It's I should say the dates at the beginning so people have context. It's October 1st, Saturday. The time right now is 3:19 p.m. Eastern. And this episode will be going live on Monday. Wow. We're actually sticking to our commitment of trying to get the episode out there the very first Monday of every month. We're actually doing it. This is incredible.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lots of faith. The man of faith over here.
I'm so faithful.
Well, we have a lot of things here planned for our discussions here. First off, we're very excited that Andrea is able to join us on our very first episode here. We have some other stuff to talk about, such as just games in general. We'll always talk about games every time. We'll be it's the month. It's the spooky month. It's October. We're gonna talk about some spooky things, some Halloween stuff. We'll talk about candy maybe. And then last but not least, I think we need to talk about Bleachy a little bit here. He's been doing some stuff here, and I think we need to discuss it.
It seems so ominous. Yeah, this dude's been doing some stuff, man. We need to talk about this. It's intervention.
Not an intervention.
I hear buzzing going around about Bleachy B the last couple of days.
Same.
It's a strange life.
So let's go ahead and get started. So, Andrea, our very first guest. We were just talking a little bit ago about just right before we got started here about just Twitch. You've been on Twitch a long time, right?
Yes, I have. I got into Twitch while I was in college. So I think I started Twitch sometime October 2015. So it's going to be my anniversary soon. Exciting. Can't believe it's been that long. Yeah.
7 years.
Ooh,
that's a long time.
No, it doesn't feel like a long
math.
time. Quick math.
It goes fast. And you've also been a very active member of Twitch from the beginning, right?
I wouldn't say from the beginning, because there are people before me who used the platform Justin.tv. It was before Twitch or they renamed themselves to that. So I would say I'm an old timer, but not old in comparison to the Justin.tv veterans. So don't give you that much credit.
Okay. And I feel like the Justin.tv era are the lucky people who got like just simple names, right? And they're still holding on to them, just their first name. Like, for example, like I've seen a person out there whose name is just David, just chatting, just David. I'm like, that is a cool name.
I know.
That's a Justin TV user.
I know. So
and there's a lot of them out there, and that's pretty cool. You also, I know since you started, obviously we're all part of a lot of communities, which we all have in common, and you've actually seen the rise of a lot of these people become partnered streamers and being active in their communities, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have. It really is really great seeing all these content creators go from small time streamers to partnered. Like I remember when I first started Twitch, I didn't really know what being partnered meant. I just knew, oh, this person must have really good content. So, I mean, I have like a bunch of examples, and I know one of them is good old Slade. He is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
He actually got partnered a couple months before I really came into his community. So I got to see him grow from being a small streamer, Super Mario Maker, to the, pretty good sized community and everything like that. And I got to help him too, which is a really good opportunity. So that's just one example that I like sharing.
You're right. And you like, I just learned the other day, you also helped him not just moderating or anything like that, but you also did work for him outside of Twitch, right?
Yeah, I did. I was a social media
all
manager.
related, but yeah.
Yeah, I was a social media manager, and that was a lot of fun to do. We actually met in person at TwitchCon in 2017. Got to meet Mel and Slade himself. Really got to spend the entire weekend with them. Got to brainstorm some ideas and got him in touch with different content booths that were at TwitchCon. Kind of making those connections. And then afterwards, Mel and we were talking, and she said, hey, we really appreciate what you do for the community. We know how much it means to you. Would you be on board to helping us out? And I said, yeah, sure. Like, I'm all for it. And then the rest was history at that point. And it actually was really cool because while I was in college, I was originally a nursing student. So I was kind of lost in my life with if I really wanted to do nursing. But being able to help Slade build his community has established, like, okay, nursing isn't for me, but this is where I want to go. So, I was able to not only help Slade grow professionally, but I also helped myself professionally, which I thought was really cool to do.
And that's like something you can put like on a resume probably, right?
Yeah.
That you did help a content creator grow through social media. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually a really good conversation starter. When I apply to jobs, the first question I get asked is like, so Twitch.tv, content creator, how did you manage that? Like, how did you get that opportunity? And I pretty much explained the story what I told you guys, and they just, they always think how cool it is being in that industry, or at least getting your foot through the door, because it is extremely competitive to, even get recognized at all. So it's a really good conversation piece, and it really tells a lot of how much the industry means to me and how it helped me grow as a person. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know for me, when I first got on Twitch, I'm in so many of the same communities with all of you, but especially you, Andrea. And I remember you from my first time ever chatting in a Twitch chat. I just remember you being there. And it's like, to me, you're such an OG on the platform because you've been there since at least my beginning. And I talk about it a lot, how much Twitch bleeds into our real life, because we really do spend so much time there. And I never knew that about you, that you changed your major and that it had influence from your time spent social media managing.
Yeah. I never realized how much of an impact Twitch has made on my life, like what you mentioned, until I sat down and I said, well, this is something I can see myself moving forward in the next 2 to even more years. And yeah, it's been great, honestly. And I got the opportunity to meet awesome people like you guys.
Well, you and I are actually going to meet in real life.
Yes, we are. Ashley and I signed up for a 10-miler at Disney World in April. So exciting.
I cannot wait. It's my first time ever doing any endurance event ever. So, and I've always like lived vicariously through you and your pictures and all your medals. So I'm excited that we not only get to meet in real life, but that I get to do my first endurance event with an OG in that as well.
Yes, we're going to have so much fun. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I can't stop thinking about it.
That's good. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, I always you're always posting pictures about runs that you're doing or climbing. I see a lot of pictures of you climbing too. So you're into climbing. You're into physical stuff. That's cool.
Yes.
My physical stuff is not as cool as that.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, it has been really cool just being able to do physical active things because it takes me to different opportunities such as visiting Ashley in Florida. So I'm super stoked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I always hear stories of other people just in the community, like they meet up, just happen to be maybe it's a business trip, and it's like, hey, I happen to be in the area, and just meeting up with people. Like that's pretty cool to hear stuff like that every once in a while.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys are more than happy to join us.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Sure.
We'll see about that. I have some training to do before that.
Okay.
I actually used last summer. I really got into running. Actually,
I remember that.
Yeah, I would go every lunch break, go out for a 5K. Every lunch break. I was getting some decent time. I can't remember my times now, but I was getting a 5K almost every lunch break, and I was if I missed it, my legs were like vibrating, like they were restless if I missed it for some reason.
It's like your drug. You need it. You're like shaking. Oh my gosh, I need it. I just want one hit, please.
Especially because like every Tuesday I have a 1:00 meeting. And if I miss it, I'm sitting there in the team meeting, and my legs are just like bouncing, wanting to go.
Oh yeah.
But going out and running, just like, especially during like early 2020 when we didn't, when everything was just wild and we had no idea what was going on, like that was just a nice time to get out, just for like an hour a day, do something like that. So that kept some sanity in the early times.
Yeah. I think it did for a lot of people actually. So you're not the only one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people did that.
I did. I started walking during the pandemic, and I'm not really an outdoorsy kind of a person. At least I wasn't, but it was like anything to get out of the walls of my house where I slept and I worked and I streamed and I just did every single thing in those same four walls. So it kind of like weirdly made me start being active and made me go outside like a person during the pandemic.
Like a person.
like a person.
Dang, then what am I, man? Oh.
Not a person.
I guess not.
You're something.
I had the complete opposite effect when the pandemic hit. I'm just stuck inside for 24 hours a day, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can make this work. Okay, I'll find Twitch, I'll find YouTube. Oh, there's some cool content out there. Running? What are you guys talking about?
Let me find ways that I can move even less now that I'm stuck inside.
I've gotten better, but there was a good chunk of time where I'm like, I'm fine with staying inside for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was interesting times. What was there was something else here. What was it? Games. Yeah, that's what people are excited about these days. Are video games. Like I said earlier, gaming is finally back, and there's a podcast that's finally talking about video games. It's about time.
It's back, baby.
Yeah. What are you guys playing? You guys playing anything new? I know last month we talked about some stuff, but are you guys playing anything new these days? Whether on stream, off stream, I don't know.
Well, last podcast we were talking about what gaming sins we've committed, and one of mine is I just haven't played a lot of the classic Mario stuff. So over the course of the past month, like the past week or two, I decided to go out and finally beat Super Mario World. I did it, and I'm so proud of myself.
Good for you. That's awesome. What do you think of it?
Okay, I think. Okay, hot take.
Be careful here.
Hot take. Just a touch overrated. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. No,
Wow.
no, don't yell
The
at me.
audacity.
Wow.
Okay, no. Okay, I'll sit back. You guys talk. Fine.
No,
I
I'm
won't say
interested.
anything then.
No, I'm interested to know why you think it's overrated.
Well, in my opinion, I think so many people just cherish it, love the game, say it's one of the best, if not the best games of all time. So there's no possible way that it can be underrated, right? So if it's not underrated, then it's either the best game of all time or it's overrated. It's not the best game of all time. There's stinking Magic Koopas everywhere that are killing. I don't like the Magic Koopas. They kill you every. It's so sad. I don't like it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done talking.
It's interesting though because of your age. You know, like I'm so much older than you, but I didn't play that game as a kid. I didn't play it till adulthood. But I was there in your stream when you beat the game, and it was like actually a super epic moment. It's one of your streams I don't think I'll ever forget.
Wait,
Yeah,
was that a
very
moment?
good to finally beat it.
Is that a moment on your stream, Jackson?
No, it's not. I mean, that's another topic, but there's just not enough moments that I can use. Like I dip my hands in mayo and whatever, and people are like, "Oh, make that a moment." So
we might have to go with we might have to pull up your channel and just be like, okay, let's look at your moments here compared to like, I don't know, so another channel who has like all these epic gaming moments. Be like, oh, do you notice a pattern here?
No, not an addict. Don't worry, I'm in denial.
Yeah. How so Super Mario World, did you just kind of play it and then you played it until you beat Bowser and then you called it? Did you go any further? I ended up missing quite a bit of it.
I played it until I beat Bowser, so I just played the main game. I didn't go out of my way to find any secrets. I didn't do like any of the bonus stuff. I just played through the main thing. So that's definitely something that, of course, I have to take into account. You have to take into account when valuing my opinion, is that there's plenty of the game that I haven't played. And I'm sure that if I did play more of it, which I possibly will in the future, that I don't know, it could change my opinion. But as for now, I think it's an excellent game. I think it's a great game. I can see the appeal. I see why people like it. But I also notice that the kind of people that say that it's the best game ever are all the same age, and they're all born at the same time. I'm just gonna say it.
I hear the target coming at me with that one.
They're all 90s. All 90s babies and late 80s. Oh, man. It's been a long time since I played vanilla Super Mario World. Hold on. When did that game come out? I gotta look this up. Super Mario World release date.
Came out
I remember I was listening to a podcast though.
It came out like 1990s or like 1991 or something like that.
Yeah, 1990, November 21st.
November 21st. Yeah, 1990. I remember I was listening to another podcast a couple of years ago, and they were talking about when Nintendo first talked about Mario World, announced it, and it was coming off of Super Mario Brothers 3, which is like another beloved game.
Yes.
And everybody was hyped like crazy for SMW, and it's one of the few games that came out and it just absolutely delivered. Everybody said it's as good as the hype made it out to be, and everyone was like freaking out at the time that this is peak gaming. So that's cool to see, and obviously we all see Super Mario World continue to live on through ROM hacks, even in Mario Maker, if you will. Obviously the physics are different in that, but it continues to live on, and that's pretty cool.
I have to say, it's very strange to be the only person in the room that was alive when that game came out.
That was Super Mario World. Super Mario World for me was my very first video game that I've ever played. I think I was
4
or 5 years old when when I started playing it. My dad, he had a SNES, and you know, he was trying to get me into gaming and everything, and he put on Super Mario World for me, and, you know, the rest was history at that point. That's why it sits very close to my heart, along with Yoshi's Island, which I know, David, you're 100%ing Yoshi's Island, which makes you really happy.
Mm-hmm. That's a game I've played many times when I was younger. I've beaten it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I've played a lot of it, whether it's just starting a new run and playing a few worlds and maybe not completing it or anything. I know I completed it like 2 or 3 times, but I've never gone for the 100%, and now I'm starting to remember why I never 100% games. Because as much as I love a game, as soon as I go to 100%, I find little things that annoy me so much, and I'm like, I hate this. Why am I doing this? But overall, I'm greatly enjoying it, and that's a good segue. That's into what I'm playing right now. Is Yoshi's Island. I've been playing it. I'm almost done with it, actually. Only like a world left, but it's a lot of fun. And the thing that's crazy to me as I'm playing this, I'm hearing a lot of people who come into chat and they're like, they're like, is this a ROM hack? What is this? I've never heard of this before. And it just blows my mind that people have never heard of Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, literally the sequel to Super Mario World.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is Super Mario World 2. That's what it's called. It's the sequential release right after Super Mario World, and it is called Super Mario World 2. But there's so many people who have never heard of it, and for me, it was like a staple game when I was younger, is playing Yoshi's Island. I think Bleachy or Jackson, you never really saw it, right? Were you one of them?
I have never played the game. I at least knew it existed, so yeah, plus 1 point there.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, I think I've touched it before just on the SNES thing that they have on the Nintendo Switch that you can play through with that. And
yeah, the Switch Live.
Played for like an hour.
Oh, is it on there?
Yes.
I don't think I realized it was on there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
How long did it take you to get to where you have in the 100% run, David?
When did I can give you a okay, let's see. I'm usually 3 hours. I've been working on it for 3 weeks, and then we had some Until Dawn sprinkled in there. 12. I'm probably like 20 plus hours in right now.
Dang.
For 100%. There's definitely some levels where I'm just hunting. I'm like, I have no idea where this thing is. I've scanned everything, and then it ends up being, oh, you had to throw a red egg. Like the only way to get the red coin was to throw a red egg at an enemy somewhere. It's not just a coin that's out there somewhere. You had to throw this, or it was an invisible cloud behind the trees that you can't even see. I'm like, this is Mario Maker crap. Stuff that you see in Mario Maker.
I'm like personally a big fan of 100%ing games, as many know. This is my first time ever seeing gameplay of Yoshi's Island, which is like so weird because I know it's a big staple for people. And I just keep noticing as I'm watching you play it, David, that there's so many games that have pulled from that game, especially the first Paper Mario. That comes to mind super quickly. A lot of the same enemies in there, the same music. And I had no idea until now that that's where they all came from.
Yeah, I've only played a little bit of the first Paper Mario, so I haven't seen any of that, but that makes me really interested to play that. I played the sequel a lot, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, yeah, on GameCube. I played that all the way through. Really enjoyed that. I missed the original release. I had an N64. I just never played that one. I missed it somehow. But I think that's on
Switch Live.
That might be on the. Is it on Switch Plus? Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's the I don't have the expansion yet. Okay. I might get the expansion with GoldenEye coming out. I don't know. I might get it.
I'm
with
excited
that
for
online
that.
Play. Yeah.
One of my
that's what I've been playing. I also downloaded a couple. What did I download on Game Pass? Hold on, I gotta pull this up. What else did I download? There were some games that looked really cool. And I booted them up the other day to finally check them out. There's the new game Grounded. Have you guys seen anything about Grounded?
Just watched some gameplay today of that, actually.
Did you? It's like it's almost like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You're in the backyard and you have like giant ants and stuff.
I've never heard of that game, actually.
It's new.
Okay. It's been in alpha or beta for a couple of years, and I think it just had its 1.0 release this past week. And it came to Game Pass. I was like, all right, let me check this out. So I only played like maybe a half an hour of it. It seems interesting. I'm not usually a big fan of the Minecraft style of, what's the term, where you're resource management, or going out and mining to find, extra stones so you can create things. I'm not typically a fan of that. if I see that type of stuff, usually that turns me off from a game. But I think I'm going to try this one out some more because it's such a unique setting. So I think I'm going to try that out some more. I only just booted it up. And then there was one other game too. It's called, I think it's Despot's Game is what it's called. Despot, Despot. It's a roguelike where you have little stick men who, they're like little pink stick men that are, they come out, they're called naked. They're just pink bodies, and you have to arm them. And it's like it's another passive roguelike. I'm looking up the description here on my screen. It's another just like passive roguelike where you are, each room, you can get swords that you can give them and stuff. And then you can position where you want them on the field. And then when they spawn the enemies in, they all just go in and attack. And you have to put them in certain areas because otherwise the weak, or what they call the naked, the weakest ones will run out there first and start just swinging their arms at the enemies. But all the other guys have their swords like way back. So it's kind of interesting. I'm checking it out some more, but it's just like they actually put the genre as auto battler. So that seems kind of cool. But it's on Game Pass. Otherwise, it looks like it's $20 per month, or $20 total. But it is on Game Pass if anybody has that. Check it out. It seems kind of cool. I'm definitely gonna check it out with some more of that. What about you, Andrea? Are you playing any games these days, or are you just watching games these days?
I would say I'm more so watching games. I don't know. I'm really into video games, but like I play them bad, so I like watching people so I can appreciate their progress and everything like that, because I'm like, I can't get that far. I don't have the attention span for that, if we're being honest right now. But the one game that I have been watching is Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yes,
I love that game.
I've seen the cover art. Yeah.
I mean, to me, it seems like, it's Disney oriented. So you have like the big characters, like I know Ratatouille's in it, and Goofy, Mickey, the whole gang and everything. But it seems to me it's very Sims-like, and also Animal Crossing, which are two of like the genres that I'm into also. So that's really what I've been watching nowadays. But I kind of have been eyeing buying the game, but we'll see. I don't know. I have so many games that I buy that I touch for maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then I just drop it, and then the cycle starts again.
It's very whimsical, like the game. It's like the artwork is so Disney, and you just feel like the music makes me feel like I'm at the park, but the animation, it's like almost like a typical like kids Disney game mixed with just a pinch of Kingdom Hearts in there. And I'm watching somebody play it right now myself, and it's a really cute game. It is, and like you get to like make your own characters, so you can like make yourself in it if you wanted to, which I think is really cute. So, I mean, the more I'm talking about this, the more I'm kind of convincing myself to buy it.
Is it like a Disney-fied version of yourself that you create, like in the Disney art style, or I guess is that what it literally is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really cute.
That's cool. That is pretty cool. I still have, going back to what Jackson had said, the gaming sins I still do have Link to the Past on the list one day to play through. There's other people playing it right now, so I'm not doing it right now. There's other people that I know who are also playing it. So I'm waiting. Maybe one of these days I'll finally boot that up. But that is something I do want to play through eventually. Actually, Jackson, you finished Super Mario World. Are you going to go and play any of the other old Mario games next?
I mean, there's
someday
the original Super Mario Bros. And then SMB3. And I've tried to beat the original Mario Bros. That game's hard, man. I can't do it.
Games were hard.
Yeah, they were harder back then. Elden Ring's a piece of cake compared to this stinking thing. But I'll eventually beat that. That's one that I revisit every now and again and spend a couple hours trying to get further. But I'm just not used to the mechanics, I guess. I think that's what it is.
hopefully.
That's also, if I remember right, Super Mario Brothers is one where if you want to continue from the current, like you die, but if you want to continue from the current world, you have to like hold down A during a game reset or something. Otherwise, it'll take you back to 1-1. There's something weird that people just had to know back in the day. Hold down B, hold down A. It was something like that, and it would just, if you game over, it would just take you to the beginning of the current world you were on.
Cheating.
I don't know how people figured that out and got that information out back in the day. I don't know if it was like in a magazine or something, but
Nintendo Power.
You called it the Nintendo phone, the Nintendo hotline, and you get the information from there.
I still have a vintage book that was my grandmother's, and it's like a little, like, it looks like a little novel. There's no pictures or anything. It's just words. And it's a game guide for Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, and it has the old phone number on it still, for the old Nintendo hotline.
I wonder what would happen if you called it. What do you think? Like, I'm curious.
I think
to
it's
know.
disconnected now.
It has to be I wonder if it's still owned by Nintendo, but it's like an automated service. Like, you've called this, it is no longer functional. I should try it one of these days.
I have the book still.
See what happens. Is there anybody here who's ever called the hotline, like in the past? Have you guys ever done it?
I have not.
I'm too young.
No, neither have I.
Yeah.
Me too. My brother already knew all the cheats, and I didn't have to look any of that stuff up.
You know what's wild to me? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what's wild to me is that the manuals back in the day of those old games actually were helpful. Like, they gave you hints and tricks of how, like, of the mechanics of the game, or like what certain like objects mean and how they can help you. Whereas nowadays you kind of have to go on Reddit and hope that someone has the same question as you.
Mm-hmm. I discovered that with Lion King when I played that like a month ago. There were just move sets I just had to know. You had to hit these 3 buttons at the same time while you're like mid jump for it to even activate, or you had to be like pushing up to get them to like stand up or something like that. It was like
Yeah,
I didn't even know it until somebody sent me a link to the manual, and I was like, what are all these? I've played through 9/10 of this game. I've never touched any of that. How am I supposed to know this?
What was it like Ashley coaching you at one point?
Yes. There was some coaching going on. Once I finally, there were times where I was like, I just got to know. I don't know what to do here. Somebody tell me.
I'm not a backseater, but if someone has a question for me, I mean, I've been playing that game for almost 30 years, so at least it was something I felt helpful with.
The game's hard.
It is. That took me, I mean, it didn't take me too long, maybe like a week total, but there's a lot of resets.
You know, they knew what they were doing because they set the game to be hard, but let me tell you, the music in that game slaps. Like, yes, I know it's from the movie, but it's always the catchy parts of the song. I Just Can't Wait to Be King. It's like the same, verse/chorus over and over again. And they knew people would be on that level for a while, so they're like, I think we're just gonna make it the catchy part of the song. Just to make them happy.
And it's like that MIDI stylized, like old school version of the music that just makes it so much better.
Yes, I agree.
There's something also that I made note of it. Just the animations back then too, like the level of animation that they put into Simba. Like when he would jump, it wasn't just like I don't know. I'm thinking like, it's not a knock against it, but like Super Mario, when you jump, it's always the same animation, right? In this, I mean, it's the same animation, but like as he grabs, like his body is swinging. It doesn't just like he doesn't just grab onto a cliff and just stop.
Right.
He grabs, and then his whole body is still animated below it, and it's like this is kind of cool. The level, the simplicity of the game, but also the care that went into it from a third party. Just Disney game. It's not like made by Sega. It's not made by Nintendo back in the day or anything. It was just made by a third party. I don't remember who published it, but a Disney game.
It was Virgin.
That's right, Virgin Gaming or something like that. I don't know. It was and that was cool. That's cool to see, those older games. And I noticed that too, going through, I was jumping around through some Genesis games back in the day. Like, if you guys have ever seen Comic Zone was one of those. I was playing that, and the animation is awesome. Just a bunch of those older games. Streets of Rage, just really cool and just really pretty looking games that still, like, they just age well, that style of game, that artwork. Just age well. They're still pretty to look at. They're just really good. Before we made that leap to 3D, and then now those games just look terrible.
Just like Donkey Kong, that Donkey Kong Country. Oh my gosh, that game, those graphics did not age well at all.
No, I don't think so. I think at the time it was super impressive. I can imagine, like, pumping that out of the Super Nintendo. Yeah, but in my opinion, I know some people really like it. I've heard from a few people who say they really like it. I just think it looks muddy now.
Yeah.
Back in my day,
Back
that
in my
game had
day.
the best graphics ever. That was the coolest game we had ever seen. When DKC came out, we just thought, like, technology was, like, at its peak of life.
Mm-hmm. and also then we go into the generation of, like, N64 and PlayStation 1, where none of those games have aged well.
No, PlayStation 1 especially.
Maybe Mario 64, because of the cartoony look, the bright colors, maybe that's kind of aged well. But I look at, like, the original release of, like, one of the most beloved games of all time, Ocarina of Time.
Ugh.
It doesn't look good.
I'm biased. I can't say anything.
They did release a 3DS version that really cleaned it up, sharpened it up, rounded the edges, and that looks good.
Remaster was great.
And they did that also for Majora's Mask, and both of those, the best way to play them, if you can get your hands on, like, a 3DS, that is the best way to experience those games, just because they look so much better. And they also added some quality of life button placements with the better layout on, as opposed to what was on the N64 and stuff. So that's definitely the way to play if you can get your hands on a 3DS in some form before they shut down the eShop next month.
Right.
I think that's next month. Yeah. What else is there? There's something else in games that I was just thinking about in the world of games. The Nintendo expansion pack on Switch.
Yes.
Like the Plus version that comes with N64. Apparently they're releasing GoldenEye. They just said, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Funny, because last episode, that was my gaming sin that I said I had never touched or played GoldenEye.
You're right. I forgot about that.
I haven't touched it either.
Wow.
It was just one of those games that just never impressed me. I don't know. I wasn't too much into that kind of stuff when I was younger, so never played it.
GoldenEye was, like, for me growing up, that was like the game we went over to each other's houses and played it all night. Like that's what we did with my friends. We go play that, or Perfect Dark, which was the same engine, different game, but a lot more customizability, just a lot more going on in that. But we played so much GoldenEye back in the day. It was just like the thing you did when you went over to a friend's house was play that or Smash Brothers. Those are the two things. And seeing this, I don't know how it's gonna do being released on Switch. It's definitely a rose tinted, glasses looking back at it. It never had proper your second stick. It never had that proper integration. It used C buttons. If you remember on the N64, it had buttons for your C.
Right.
And they worked once you got used to it, but they're not at all user friendly, at least nowadays, being used to two sticks. But I'm curious to see how it actually, and how much people are going to play the online, which is weirdly exclusive to Nintendo Switch.
So how exactly does online work? I'm just imagining like all these James Bonds running around and everything. I don't know. I guess it's because I don't really know how the game goes. It's
basically team deathmatch, GoldenEye might not have had team deathmatch. It might have just been deathmatch, basically. But yeah, you can choose basically all the characters from GoldenEye. You can be James Bond. You can be what is their name, Natalia. You can be Oddjob. You can be all these other Jaws. You can be all these different characters from the movie. And yeah, it's just a deathmatch. You just walk around. You can start off with slappers only, where you're walking around with your hands. You're just karate chopping each other, and it's incredible. You can get throwing knives, proximity mines. Proximity mines are great because you just lay them around, people would walk into them and blow up. You could turn on paintball mode and shoot paintballs at each other.
Wow.
You could DK mode, where you had these giant heads that were like 4 times the size of your body. It was amazing. And your heads were so big they would stick through like the geometry of the walls, and you could shoot people through the walls.
Wow.
Like if their head was exposed through the geometry, you could just shoot them and they would die. It was hilarious. Those little games, but that's basically what it was, is the deathmatch. I don't remember if there were any objective based, because it could only go up to 4 players, being Nintendo 64 back in the day. I don't know if there was really room for objective based on that game back then. But I just remember playing it all the time, going over to a friend's house. But the really interesting part is the Switch version is coming out with online mode, and they're also releasing it on Xbox without online game mode.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. And I wonder if, because Nintendo's been so weird about their rights with that game, because the game is made by Rare but published by Nintendo, or maybe it's the other way around, I don't remember. And I wonder if Nintendo was like, we'll let you do this as long as we get something exclusive out of this.
That makes sense.
Because this was, it's never been released on anything but Nintendo. I maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe there was an Xbox 360 remaster or something. I can't remember. But they did remaster it on Wii at one point, which was not very good from what I understand. People didn't really care for it. And I think this is just a port. I don't even think this is like a remastering. Like, I don't think it's gonna. Maybe it might be HD'd. I don't know, but they're not like remastering the graphics at all.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm excited
and
to
it
play
also
it.
has, yeah, I think you should play it.
I have no excuse not to now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm curious to see what you think of it. It's an old shooter. And I don't think it's going to age well. But I'm definitely interested to watch people play.
Excited to experience a game for the first time that so many people loved so long ago.
Yeah, I definitely played that a lot. And then later on, Perfect Dark came out, which was just the same game. The multiplayer was the same, I should say. But it even had some maps from GoldenEye in it. But it was just so much more that they put into it. A lot more customizability, aliens. They added a whole bunch of stuff, and it was just a lot of fun.
Cool.
So that's what I've been doing in gaming. Let's. I think we have something to talk about here. And I can already see him making faces here. Jackson, we got to talk. We got to talk here, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Can you how on your channel is unique, and I like it. I dig it. I dig the channel.
Good to hear.
I'm there almost every stream. I always have a good time there.
Cool.
For those who are listening, who maybe haven't seen you or watched your channel, how would you explain your channel? What would you say?
Well, it's pretty chill. Normally don't have my camera on. I just play Valorant for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. No, so there's this thing called putting things in my mouth and eating it that I don't know why I'm so infatuated with it, or any of my viewers are willing to pay me money for it, but there's just some good connection where I don't know where it originated from. I think I was in someone's stream and I said, "Hey, I stole your crayons. Your crayons. Your crayons." And then they came into my stream and they're like, "Hey, why did you steal those? Did you eat them?" And then it escalated into me eventually actually eating crayons, and that's just an example of what you can find in the real Bleachy Bee experience. What Jackson here can do, but
were the crayons the worst thing you've eaten?
No, definitely not. That I've ate
Really?
way worse things on stream. Yeah, the hot chips sucked. That was
that was
awful.
bad.
That's something that like is designed to like be consumed, and that was the worst. That was the worst one for sure. Anybody who's done that, like I respect you. I respect you for committing to that challenge and actually going through with it, because it was not good. It was not fun.
What other things have you eaten on stream?
Consumed on stream.
I mean, butter. I had a stick of butter once. That one's a classic. I took a bite out of a toilet paper roll. I didn't actually eat it, but I do have the flavor knocked down in that old memory of mine.
So I have a question about that.
Yeah.
I have a question about the toilet paper. Was there any money incentive to that, or did you just say, "I'm going to take a bite of this toilet paper and do it"?
There was zero money incentive. I just took a bite out of a toilet paper roll, dude. It was just sitting on my bed. Somebody's like, "Why is that there?" And I'm like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I just kind of jumped into this bad boy?"
The intrusive thoughts won.
I was there. You bit that toilet paper roll like an apple.
Yeah. I don't have anything else to add. You guys can just interpret it how you will.
So I can't help.
I'm even looking.
Oh, I can't help but notice that you have the crayons on your bed still on a plate. It looks like. Any explanation?
Well, that's coincidence. I haven't put the plate away. I didn't put the Crayola. Okay. This is Crayola. Don't worry.
I wasn't there. What colors did you eat?
Yellow and blue. They had to be very specific. It was at first between yellow and brown. Everybody wanted yellow. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go with it. And then I ended up doing blue as well. Just spice it up a bit. Get some color going.
Did it dye your
Is there
tongue
any
blue?
flavor difference?
Yeah. I got that Smurf tongue going. It was pretty nice.
Taste-wise, were they different?
Equally revolting. I think that's the best way to put it. It was. I think I got used to the first one was just surprising. Like the first crayon, just the first chomp was like, whoa, this is in my mouth. The second one, I think I was prepared. I think I was ready. I was able to get through it pretty fast. Which I don't know why I'm talking about this in such a level-headed manner, but it's the truth.
So, question: did you eat it with or without the paper? Still wrapped
with
on
the
crayon?
paper.
Oh my God,
with the
Jackson!
paper.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's paper. That's not the bad part.
It doesn't make it better.
I mean, that is probably the most the least bad part.
I was fine with having the paper. Okay, that part was not the concerning thing in my mind at the time.
So we have.
I'm a doofus.
So this all started with butter, right? I think that was the first thing consumed.
It all started
a full
with butter.
Stick of, and that actually went on. Like there were some partnered streamers who ate butter. Like somehow it filtered all the way up there. I think your community, our communities as well. It just became a meme to tell people to eat butter, and eventually just somehow filtered way up. and there was partnered streamers who ate butter on stream.
I don't know if I'm proud of that. Just being able to be the origin point, the ancestor of the butter eating, but that's what happened.
I'm proud.
I'm very proud of you.
That means a lot.
I still think the peak comedy gold was when you had the hot chip
Yes.
And you took a bite, and you were freaking out because it was the heat was just setting in, and the nearest thing to you was a stick of butter. And you grabbed that and you started rubbing it on your tongue as fast as you could to cool it off. It was just comedy. It was just icing on the chaos that was already happening.
Hey, it helped. It legitimately helped. I don't regret that move whatsoever.
That's when I actually came into the stream that day, I had heard you were eating the hot chip, and by the time I actually got into stream, you were consuming butter to try to like help with the pain, and it was really intense, the butter eating that day.
That's a good way to put it. Oh man, yeah. There's plenty more. There's plenty more to come. Don't you all worry about it.
It's great content,
and that's why we stick around to see what is the next thing. Twitch.tv/BleachyB will put into his mouth.
Yeah. So
whether it's for money or just because he wants to, apparently.
Okay.
So it's really funny. So you ate crayons on stream, and it was so happened my mom walked into the room, and you were on the big screen. She looks up. She looks at me with a concerned look, and she said, "Why are you watching people eat crayons while you're working?" She had a very concerned look on her face. And I said, I don't know. I don't know. I have no words. Like, I don't even know what's going on. So even my mom is concerned for you, to say the least, Jackson.
Thanks. Shoutouts to your mom, Andrea. She's a real one for being concerned about my mental health.
I was outside mowing the lawn, and I come in, and my wife is like, "Quick, he's eating crayons." And I was like, "What?" So I booted up my phone. I was like, "I got to check this out."
Stop what you're doing! He's doing it! He's eating the Crayola crayons! Oh.
I'm in every Bleachy Bee stream, and I was not there yesterday. I was with my mother driving to a wedding, and my DMs were blowing up from friends telling me to get into the Bleachy_B stream so that I could see you eating crayons. And I'm driving. I'm in traffic. Don't ever text and drive. I wasn't. But when I was at a point where I was totally stopped, I had to peek at my phone. My mom was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Bleachy's eating crayons." And she just hears so much about Twitch and Bleachy's channel that she honestly had no reaction whatsoever.
Okay.
She just understood. She just nodded like she totally understood.
She's like, "Okay."
Even my parents don't understand. Not nearly that much.
Do they know? That's the first question. Do they know this is going on?
Do they notice the butter missing from the fridge?
No, I don't think they know about anything that I've had on my stream. Those are the two people, my mother and my father, that don't need to know about that. Okay? You heard it here first, and it stays here. What's on the podcast stays on the podcast.
You know how funny that would be if your mom just comes in and be like, "Hey, Jackson, have you seen the entire container of mayonnaise by any chance? We're missing it."
He turns around and his hands are just covered.
Tasty.
No, I don't know.
While eating corn dogs, double fisting them.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's good times.
Good times indeed.
And apparently there's more to come. So we'll see how can you top already top content.
I heard his next incentive.
Right there.
I heard his next incentive is eating a hat for 1,000 subs.
I don't know if that's actually real. Please do not get me to 1,000 subs because I don't feel like eating a hat. Although I did say that. I did say it.
Be a man of your word.
Is that 1,000 at one time?
No.
The sub count,
unfortunately,
has to be 1,000.
We'll never hit it. Don't worry. I'm confident.
Never say
in that.
never.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of talking about our streams. Andrea, you are, can I call you a former Twitch streamer?
Yes, you can, actually.
A former Twitch streamer, MIZZOURAH.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your one stream you ever did?
So, yeah, I was at TwitchCon in 2017. And before, to kind of preface, I was like telling people, yeah, I'm going, I'm really excited, and blah, blah, blah. And one of my friends, he said, so are you going to stream? And I said, I don't know, like, because Twitch actually allows you, like, the Twitch mobile app allows you to go live and everything, which is convenient. So I was telling my friend, I don't know. I don't want to be that person who's, like, live streaming because, you know, content creators are stepping away from, you know, streaming to do their own thing and all of that. So I think it was the first day. I met up with a few community members and we went to lunch, and I was kind of sitting down, and my friend next to me, she said, so are you going to stream? And I said, yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not? So I got everyone's consent at the table. I said, hey, like, is it okay if I stream? They're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I put my phone up, and I guess people had notifications enabled for me. And so I had about like 10 people show up at first. And then a couple people, actually one person specific, he donated me money to take a tequila shot on stream. And he asked me in chat, he said, will you do a tequila shot on stream? And I said, not for free. That's expensive. Like, I'm in college. I'm a broke college student. So then he ends up PayPaling me money. And I said, okay, well, I guess I have to do it because I said it. So I did take the tequila shot on stream, and everyone at the table was like cheering me on. I had like the salt, lime, and everything. It was great. And then somebody saw me streaming, and then they told a Twitch partner who had like a pretty significant following that I was live. And so after his stream, he rated me. So all these people come in, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is my first stream. I have like 70 viewers right now. I'm stressed because I wasn't expecting it to blow up. So it was a really good a moment. And after that, I decided, I think I'm just going to end on a high note. Like, I had 70 viewers at once, 2 raids, a lot of hosts. So, you know, one and done. And I just never streamed again.
And I still hear there's I see it in chats and stuff that they say they still have the notification on for you for if you ever for that next MIZZOURAH stream.
Like, if
just in case.
If we're being honest right now, I don't know what I would stream if I were to do, but people seem pretty adamant of me streaming. I said, I don't know what I would stream. I don't want to be eating crayons or dipping my hand in mayo, so I don't know what content I would put out, to be honest with you.
Those are the only options. It's either eating crayons, mayo, or just dead stream.
Exactly. So, yeah, I just decided to end on a high note. It was also a TwitchCon, too, which was a pretty substantially, like, memorable moment. So, you know, just one and done kind of thing.
And you're the only one here who's been to TwitchCon.
Yes.
Did you, when you went, you've been there one time, right?
Yeah, I went there, and it was at Long Beach. So I know in the past that they had it in San Francisco and San Diego, but the year that I went was Long Beach, and it was a really cool area. There was lots to do, lots of eateries and everything like that. And I mean, I obviously haven't been to any other TwitchCon since then, like what you mentioned. So I can't really say if it was better or worse than the other TwitchCons in the past, but I had a really good experience. It was a lot of fun.
And did you get like the full package? Because I know there's like different packages that you can do. Like one day you can get the full ride, if you will, with everything unlocked. Did you get that, or what did you end up doing?
Yeah, so I ended up going for all 3 days. It was from Friday to Sunday. And Friday was kind of like the first like kickoff, like hurrah. So like the keynotes and new features that were coming out, and just being able to see everyone, being in that fresh new environment. Everyone's excited and everything like that. And then Saturday and Sunday also had different things going on. But Saturday had the Twitch after party, which was a little bit unique because in the past they typically have done concerts. Like I know Steve Aoki played at TwitchCon before. Darude, who's the DJ for Sandstorm. But funny story about that. I've had friends who went to that TwitchCon. I don't know exactly what year it was, but apparently Darude did not perform Sandstorm.
Oh, that's wrong.
How do you not?
He did not perform Sandstorm. And the amount of disappointment people felt.
Yeah.
Just, I would be so sad.
They're lucky there wasn't a riot. That's riot worthy.
I mean, you're expecting like the final song he plays to be Sandstorm, and then you're like, all right, it's this next one. Then he's just like, adios, I'm out, peace.
And yeah, I couldn't imagine the disappointment. And then also you had like Blink-182 and stuff like that. But this year they decided to do it a little different. They did because it was around Halloween. They decided to do like a haunted ship kind of thing. And it was really cool, but the thing that kicked my butt during it was the long line. So if you weren't a Twitch partner, Twitch staff, or anything affiliated with that, you had to wait in this long line that wrapped probably for, I would say it was to the parking lot. That's how long the line was. Yeah.
So the haunted ship, it was just like a haunted house type thing, like an attraction that you'd walk through. Okay.
Yeah. So
that's what it was.
It was decorated as like a haunted house. They had rides and like mazes that you could go through and places that you could purchase drinks and everything like that. I don't think I really explored the entire ship, but it was a really cool atmosphere. I really liked what they did to it, but it was just waiting in line was the killer because there's only so many people that were allowed on the ship because of like maximum capacity and everything like that, and just the popularity of TwitchCon. So, but luckily I was standing in line next to a few cool people and we all played games together to make the line go a little bit faster.
Was it a legitimate ship, like on the water?
Yeah, it was a legitimate ship on the water.
Oh,
wow.
I thought this was like an attraction just built like in the wherever TwitchCon was at, like the facility or something.
So, from what I remember, and I do apologize if this is wrong because it was a long day / night. But I think the dock was decorated with like the rides and everything like that, and then the actual ship was like the party boat where it was also decorated too, but it was a lot more focused on like getting drinks and all of that. But there were other things that you could do inside. I just didn't explore as much.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know there's a few of us in the community that are considering 2023 right now for going in. Just hearing about it, because I don't know much about it, but I know I'm considering going next year, me and my wife, and there's others who are considering it as well. So,
I'm going for
and,
sure.
I'm trying to debate what is the right package to get when the time comes. Is it worth the after party? Is it not? From what I've heard, people say the after party is really fun. A lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see what they do for next year because it's also something that I'm considering. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is actually a good segue. We're talking about haunted ships, being near Halloween. I thought what would be fun here, for our listeners, is if we take a few minutes here. I have a pretty good tier list here of Halloween candies. These are common Halloween candies that you would get in your bag as a kid when you went trick-or-treating door to door. And I have a pretty good list here, and I think we should tier make tier make is tier make the right, I don't know, is that like a verb? I'm gonna tier make this.
Sure.
We're gonna tier rank this. I don't know. There's a good number of candies on here, stuff that I think we're all pretty familiar with. Let me share my screen here so you guys can see this. Where is it here? I think it's this one. Okay, I think you should see this. You should be able to see this here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories here. I'll list them out loud so that our listeners know what we're doing. So the top category is called First Gone. Mm-hmm. These are candies, which I presume are, you see them, you're eating them that night. That night, when you get back, you're eating these candies. These are amazing. And then you have your A rank, which are just great candies. B rank, getting a little average. Last Gone, these are, I'm not going to give examples because I don't want to project my ideas of candies on this yet. And then you have Straight into the Trash. You're not even touching that. Like, there's no way you're even touching that. Then you say, and then we also have another category called I don't know what these are. I've never had them. They were not in my neighborhood.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 through 6. The top being First Gone. The last being either Straight into the Trash or I've never even had these. I think. Oh, this is a good list. I'm seeing some good stuff on here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Let's go with this one. Let's just go from the top left and we'll go all the way down.
Okay.
The first one is Hershey's Cookies and Cream. Hershey's Cookies and Cream. What do you guys think about Hershey's Cookies and Cream?
When I was a kid and I was in the grocery store with my mom and I was allowed to have one candy bar, this was the one I always picked.
Wow.
Big one for me.
I have a niece that's similar.
I think it's pretty dang good. I think it's high up there.
I like it.
Is it a?
I like Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I like the little Oreo chunks that are in it. I don't know. I'm pretty impartial about it, to be honest with you.
So for Ashley and Jackson, is this a First Gone?
I'm gonna put it in the A.
When you get home, when you get home that night,
I think
you're saying it's an A.
I think A sounds about right.
You think you would do A for that? Okay. So let's drag Hershey's Cookies and Cream. And do I need to zoom in? Can you guys see this okay, or do I need to zoom in a little bit? I can zoom in. I don't know if that's zooming in for you or not.
Yeah.
It's on my screen.
Yep.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. Hershey's Cookies and Cream. The next one, Reese's. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Is anybody here allergic to nuts? Or
No.
are we all?
None of our viewers.
We're all good. So we've all eaten Reese's. Speaking of it, is it Reese's or Reese's? I always grew up saying Reese's here in Michigan.
Reese's.
Reese's.
How could you?
I always said Reese's because Reese's Pieces, even though it's pieces, I don't know.
Pieces?
Yeah.
What's that?
It rhymes with pieces. It's Reese's Pieces.
I don't know if it's like a Midwest thing, but I force myself to say Reese's. Am I saying it right?
No.
Reese's? Reese's? Now I don't even know how to say it.
I don't know.
He's questioning everything.
I've forced myself to kind of change because I've been enlightened. How is that? I've had people enlighten me how to say it. So I've tried to change, and it makes sense, but and I don't know if it's a Midwest thing saying Reese's. Even though, like, Reese's Pieces, it's pieces. I don't know. But anyway, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
First Gone.
Actually,
That's a popular candy.
my favorite candy of all time.
First Gone. What about you, Jackson? What do you think?
First Gone for sure.
First Gone. I think it has to be First Gone. Reese's is a classic.
No matter how you pronounce it.
Yes. It's still it's all the same once it's inside. Kit Kat. Kit Kat for me it's okay. I don't think it's great. I will eat a Kit Kat though.
I'm on par with you. If I had to pick one personally, I'd put it in the B. It's not a bad candy, but like, am I buying a single bar of it? No.
It's definitely not one I would buy I would willfully choose in the candy aisle to like take home. If I was young, my mom was like, "You can have a candy bar." I'm not gonna pick a Kit Kat. I don't think. What do you guys think? Anybody else?
First Gone. That's first Gone for me.
First Gone.
Get
Yes.
out.
Yes, I love Kit Kats so much. So here's a question for you guys. How do you guys eat your Kit Kats?
One stick at a time, or just like the whole bar? Are those the options?
Or
I
others?
am the psycho. I'm the psycho that bites into it despite the fact that there's sticks. It's me. I'm the one.
Excuse me.
I will eat it as a bar if it's just the 2-piece. If it's just the 2-piece, I'll eat it like that,
There's
like one bar.
reason
But if it's the
made the way
4-piece,
stop talking.
Y'all are doing this
gross.
wrong.
You don't do that.
have you guys ever had the weird orange like Kit Kats? You guys a fan of those? It's like orangey chocolate.
I don't know if
like
I've
different
I like them.
colors.
I've never had
You like them? I think they're weird.
My
I've
favorite
had
Kit Kats.
Oh, you can go ahead.
My favorite Kit Kats that I've ever had are matcha green tea ones. I think they're from Japan.
Ooh.
Japanese candy is a whole nother category here because there's such bizarre flavors that somehow work.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A lot of the time, but maybe not all the time. But
I'm willing to throw this in A for sure.
you think A?
Honestly, yeah, I would do A personally. I think
Yes.
it's definitely above average. Not the greatest in the world. Not the greatest.
You know what? I'll put it as a high. Let's put it as a high A for right now.
Okay, I
with
agree.
this.
Okay.
So we'll put it in the front row of A. We can come back to that a little bit later, see if it needs to move at all. 100 grand. Ooh, I like 100 grands. Ashley, you're not a fan, I can tell.
No, I'm shaking my head because it's actually a first gone for me.
Really?
Oh, it is. I love 100 grands. Have you guys all had 100 grand?
I've
Yeah,
had
I've had
100
it.
grand before. Yeah.
It's a first gone for you though.
Yeah.
For me, it is.
This is
I
a
do
this is
love 'em.
very much take it or leave it for me. Like I
Wow.
don't need to have this. Not even
Andrea, you're making faces over there.
I mean, it's
It's a
not
split.
gross, but like it's not a first gone for me. It's not. I would say mid A to like high B for me at least.
Ooh, the B hurts. The B hurts.
Yeah,
I
I'd
feel
definitely
like-
say B. I'll hurt you.
I feel like most people would put it in a B. I feel like we may be a minority here, David, for sure.
We might be that hurts though. A B on 100 grand.
It's a great
Oh, my
candy.
goodness.
I'm just thinking about that quote
Alright.
from The Office of when Michael Scott goes to business school and he's like throwing out all those candy bars and he's like, and if you sell enough, then you'll make 100 grand. Throw his candy bar.
Like smacks off a kid's laptop or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, a B. All right. I might have some words about that later. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Reese's Pieces. I think I said that right.
Wow.
Not as good as Reese's.
Agreed.
Really?
Good, but not as good. You disagree with that, Jackson?
I prefer Reese's Pieces. I'm going to put it behind,
Really?
but I do prefer Reese's Pieces.
I
I don't
would
know what it
agree.
is. Maybe it's my youthful spirit.
I would agree. I think they're a lot easier to eat than Reese's Cups itself. Just because you're not unwrapping, and if you hold it too long, it melts in your hand, whereas like the Pieces, you can just pop it in your mouth like an M&M.
But the pieces don't have chocolate. Am I right? It's just the peanut butter with the
It's the-
candy coating.
If it has chocolate, it's very thin. I don't know.
Oh, now that you
Now
say
that you say
so.
that, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now I need to go to the store and get some Reese's
Wait a
Pieces.
minute.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me look this up. Reese. Okay, what is it? How do you spell Reese's? REESES. Pieces. Okay. Can I get like a cut? Oh, what about these? I just pulled up an image here. As soon as I type Reese's Pieces, I got the cup with the pieces in it. What do you guys think of that? It's not on our tier list, but have you guys ever had that?
I've never had it.
No. Oh,
I've heard
wait,
of it.
yes, I have.
Man.
The big cup that has the pieces in it.
Yeah, inside of it.
Actually, pretty good. It's like weird. To me, it was weirdly good.
Huh.
Ashley, you are right. There is no chocolate in this picture I'm looking at. I see one cut down the center, and it's just the candy coating with the peanut butter, the sugary peanut butter. in it.
Really?
Your brain is tricking you. Your brain is tricking you that there's chocolate there, and there's not. You're getting gypped.
Isn't that like the
Wow.
Mandela
I
effect
can't
or something
believe
like that?
It might be.
It might be.
I can't remember. So
Our tongues are stupid.
okay, so we have two people saying Reese's Pieces is better than the cup.
I'm willing to take an L on this one. Apparently, it doesn't have chocolate, and that's I don't know.
That's
what
an
to
L.
say.
They're just
That's crazy.
They're just easier
No
to eat.
chocolate.
Still
is an
first
L.
gone, but you guys.
It
can
is
have the cup.
easier to eat. I mean, I agree. I think it should be a first gone.
Yeah.
I do like Reese's Pieces, but I think the cup, especially with all that chocolate on it, is the better tasting. Maybe not the ease of eating, but I think the flavor is better. Are we okay with putting that behind the cup? Is everyone good with that?
I think universally the cup is
Nobody wants-
loved.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Next is Sweet Tarts.
Boo.
This is original. Are Sweet Tarts these are the hard ones that you have to like suck on for a while and they're kind of chalky at the end? Is that right? Or are these the other ones are chewy? They would say chewy on them.
Yeah, these are the chalky ones.
I don't mind the chewy ones. The chalky ones are kind of boring.
Belongs in the trash.
I'll eat them.
These are straight to the
You think
trash
straight
for
into
me.
the trash?
Yeah. Ugh.
I will eat them, but they are not priority at all. For
I'm
me,
okay
they would
with-
be a last
yeah.
gone. Last gone. I would settle for straight into the trash though. Like I would not feel like I missed anything if I did not eat it.
Yeah. I would agree.
Let's do it.
So sweet tarts original straight into the trash. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with taking that. Three Musketeers.
It's a
Now, mind you,
mid candy.
Mid? Are you kidding? You're mid.
we got someone who loves Three Musketeers here.
You're the one. You're the
I'm
one,
not the
Jackson.
one. There's dozens of us.
There's
Dude,
three of you.
I don't know the other two, which is unfortunate, but we'd make good friends.
So here's my opinion on Three Musketeers. I like them in the fun size. I don't want a full bar of it.
I would agree.
I will eat a fun size
Yeah.
or snack size, and I'm good. I don't want a full bar of Three Musketeers, though.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Jackson looks
He looks
bewildered
so
by this.
disappointed in
I
us.
don't.
Blown away.
He's just like, fine, I guess, but I don't like it.
I'd put it in B.
Put it in B.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it above 100 grand or below 100 grand? I know what I would say.
Do me a solid and put it above.
I'm cool
You
with
want to
that.
put it above? All right.
Yeah.
We can't win them all.
Oh. Can I not? Okay, there,
There
we
we
go.
go.
Pixie sticks. Straight into the trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Brash.
Trash, yeah.
Oh, that was fast.
Easy.
That one's gonna be like a low straight in the trash for me.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I don't even think I really cared for them.
Me either.
Airheads. Oh, Airheads. Middle ground territory, maybe. I'm coming from. I'm a big like when it comes to candy. I like chocolate candy most. Over like chewy.
I agree.
But
But Airheads are, for some reason, the exception to that for me. I love an Airhead.
they are good. And for those who are listening, this is like the classic Airhead, none of like the smaller chewable ones that they've come out with or anything. This is your classic individually wrapped. They look like tongues. I mean, I think we all did that when we were young, put them in
yeah.
our mouths and pretend they're our tongue. They look like tongues, but they are good. Me personally, I think I'd be good with a high B on this, or maybe even a low A, to be honest.
Yeah. I would say the same thing too.
Agreed.
Does anybody have any A, B? What would they rather see that in? A or
A.
B?
I would see A.
A low A? Okay. I can see that.
Agreed.
What is this? I've seen this candy. I can't read the name of it.
Bit
It
of
is
honey?
one of my favorite candies in the whole world. Bit o' honey.
Bit o' honey.
It's a honey taffy
I've had it
with bits of almond, and it sounds like such an elderly human being candy because it is. So understood if this one is the last gone for y'all, but we fought over these in my house as a kid.
I know I've had them. They don't stick out to me though, personally. I would eat it.
I've seen those candies around, and it's always like the last gone kind of thing. I know they exist, but I don't think I've ever had one, honestly.
I think they're fine, but universally, like, I'm sorry to say this, Ashley. Yeah, it seems like a standard last gone kind of thing. I personally would put it higher than last gone.
Understood.
I'm trying to be unbiased here. Okay, this is a serious matter.
Are we okay? Can we put this at our first last gone candy? This might kill Ashley.
It's all right. I'll take them. I'll trade y'all for your Three Musketeers.
Okay.
Sweet.
Crunch Bar.
First gone for me. I love that stuff.
Wow.
I love Crunch Bars.
I love crispy
I like the
rice.
crispiness.
Oh, the crispy rice and chocolate. Just such a great combo.
I agree.
I had a candy bar similar to this. I had a friend who had gone to Germany, and he got like thick chocolate, but it had like, instead of like the rice in it, it had like, and it's never made Crunch Bars as good anymore. It had like cornflakes in it.
Ooh.
It was thick bars of chocolate with cornflakes scattered throughout it. It was absolutely amazing, and unfortunately, it's made me unappreciate the Crunch Bar. Even though I'll eat a Crunch Bar.
I feel like any good chocolate's gonna do that to you, though. Like, it just knocks everything down a level.
Yeah.
This is an A for me.
Like a high A. Like, is this above Kit Kat?
Yes.
Yeah,
You think so?
100%.
So a high A. Necco, straight into the trash.
Trash.
Whatever this garbage is.
Are
They
these
look like giant Smarties.
Ugh.
Necco. Anybody have anything to contest that? I don't think I've ever eaten one. Like, I've seen them in my bags, and they just go straight in the trash. I've never even tasted it.
Do yourself
I
a
could just tell
favor.
it's nasty.
Don't.
Don't eat it.
What do they taste like?
good response?
All right.
Sadness.
I don't know. They look like giant Smarties. I don't know if they taste like that or not.
Tastes like chalk in
don't
your
know.
mouth.
Ugh. So it tastes like Tums.
Next one.
Yes, but worse. Tums has more
look like
flavor.
Tums,
Tums
yes.
has more flavor
Like
than a
eating a
Necco
bunch
wafer.
of
That's what it is.
All right, next is OG Sour Patch Kids. Not like just your standard variety pack of flavors. Sour Patch Kids.
It's a B for me.
It's a B.
Yeah, it's a B for me also.
I agree.
Jackson.
Jackson
Yeah.
doesn't like it.
I mean, okay, whatever. I would have said high A. That's fine.
IA. We're a whole tier below you.
Yeah, cool. I mean, awesome.
I'd put him before Three Musketeers, though.
If these were like the watermelon Sour Patch, you know, the ones that look like little watermelons,
Those
that
would be
is
first
a
gone.
first gone.
First gone.
Yes. Yeah.
But in my opinion, OG Sour Patch, honestly, for me, they might be last gone if I even get to them.
Wow.
I'm not a big fan.
Put in B. Just do it.
High
Not
B.
last.
Put it in
don't
B.
do last gone. Anything
Jax-
but that.
Jackson's
Like,
like,
I'm-
just rip the Band-Aid off, please.
I'm cool with this. Okay.
Get it over with. Nerds. It says rainbow nerds, but I think we're just talking about nerds in general.
Any nerds.
Trash.
When I was
Trash.
young, I liked nerds. I have no idea. I would not eat nerds now.
Trash.
Jackson,
Maybe nerds rope.
Oh,
I like nerds rope.
no.
I'll do a nerds rope all day.
Oh,
You would?
But nerds,
Are we so Does anybody want to say anything other than straight into the trash for nerds? Does anybody love nerds that would hate to see that?
No. You have my vote of
Yeah.
confidence.
I'm gonna put it above pixie sticks though.
I would agree. Yeah. The one thing that sticks.
Good and plenty. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, the one thing that sticks out to me about nerds is just if you spilt the box, no matter how, like if you had the fun size or like the regular size, it would just get everywhere. Like I remember when I had it when I was younger. I don't know who trusted me to have a full box, but I tipped it over, and no matter how many times my mom would vacuum the room, she would find it all over still. And it's I would say nerds are the equivalent to like glitter in candy, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. That's like me when I go to the movies and I get popcorn. Somehow when I stand up, there's like popcorn falling for days off of my body. I don't know why. It just keeps falling off. No matter how clean I think and I'm a clean eater, but something about movie theater and popcorn.
Cookie Monster syndrome.
It's just all over.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, next is on the list a good and plenty. That's straight into the trash.
Yes.
For me.
Boo.
Who needs them? Yeah, that's fair.
I can't even picture them, to be honest. The flavor.
Put them all the way
I
at
just
the end.
know.
I'll eat a pixie stick
All the way
before I
there?
eat that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just talk about the packaging really quick? This looks to me like it's some sort of over-the-counter medication. Like, that was the first
Yes,
thing that
I
I
can
thought
see it.
of when I saw these colors. Like, ugh.
Yes, I agree. It's for those who can't see it, it's like pink and white with purple mixed in. Yes, it does very much look like medication.
It's probably one of our viewers that are just hating the fact that we put them so low. I love my medication.
Yeah, it's my grandma.
My medication.
Dang.
Next, I have some words about this. Twizzlers. Does anybody here like Twizzlers?
Yes.
Which kind of we're talking
Yes.
about? Is it just the ordinary one or the pull-apart one?
I think that's at least what they have pictured here, is just ordinary Twizzler.
I like the cherry ones.
Kind of like, yeah, just your classic red Twizzler.
Okay.
It's a B for me.
For me, these are straight into the trash. The smell alone will give me a headache.
Wow.
I was in the movies once and somebody got Twizzlers nearby, and it gave me a headache for the entire movie. Like, I couldn't do it.
That's a personal problem, dude.
That sounds like a
not
you
on us.
problem.
They're straight into the trash, though. Straight into the trash.
Untrue.
Where do you put it, Bleachy? Jackson, where do you put it?
Yeah, I put a B. I think a solid mid tier.
Yeah, I would
Andrea.
say
I'm willing to
mid
go,
high.
honestly, wherever you guys want.
Mid to high B.
Mid to high B.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm honestly
I agree.
fine, because, there's no way I'm eating it, but that's not just because of flavor. Like, the scent alone will literally give me a headache.
Wow.
I cannot eat these. All right, next is Dots. Straight into the trash. Dots.
Trash.
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 Jackson's like shaking and crying.
No. I'm trying to
tell
think
by his
if I
face
can
immediately.
come up. Have I? No, yeah, straight into the trash. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to put these by, like, maybe underneath I would eat Nerds before Dots.
Agreed.
Yeah. Dots.
Ooh, classic M&Ms. Oh, go ahead.
Dots
Dots.
just hurts my jaw. It's just like too tough of a candy. Like
Yeah.
I have really bad TMJ, so eating Dots is like torture for me.
Yeah.
Next is classic M&Ms.
They don't have the peanut on here, do they?
I do not
Do
see
they not?
peanut
What?
M&Ms.
They do.
David, that's like your
Peanut
favorite
M&Ms
candy.
for me
Oh,
are
they are
first
on here.
gone.
They are.
Oh, they
on
do.
here.
Okay,
All right,
well,
so let's-
those will be first gone when we get there.
Let's stick.
Classic. I like M&Ms. They are not a first gone, though.
No.
I would rather eat something else first. I would put them in maybe an A category, though. I think, personally for me, M&Ms are great candy, but they are not a first gone.
It's a B for me.
They're B
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah, they're definitely a B for me.
I like the minis better.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
I like the minis. I don't.
The
I
minis
agree.
came in those tubes.
They still have the tubes.
Remember those tubes? Do they?
I just got one
man,
at
that
Five
was-
Below last month.
That's
That
like
was my
unlocking
treat.
a memory.
Oh,
in
yeah.
like a core memory is getting those little tubes.
But do they actually taste different? Or
Yeah, they do taste different.
There's more
How?
candy coating on them.
Yeah, there's definitely more of a candy coating to them.
huh?
They're
So I guess if you like the
crispy.
candy coating more than the chocolate,
I'm gonna put this in B.
so I'm the only A person here.
High B.
I would put it above Musketeers.
No, boo.
I have control of the desktop here. I will put it where I want.
Okay, fine.
No. Trying to remember. Jackson, you're the one who fought for Three Musketeers, right? I think everybody else was like, eh.
Okay, yeah. Everybody else was like, meh. Yes.
That's
No.
There we go.
No.
There we go.
Okay, fine. No.
All right, this right here, it's kind of small, but it looks like a lot of like those 5-piece of gums, like the gum candy you can get. It's kind of hard to see. Can I zoom in a little bit more?
Yeah, those are all the old, like, when you get the 5-pack of...
Like the juicy
Gum
fruits
stick.
in there. It looks like.
Yep,
Like
Wrigley's.
a pack, Eclipse,
Oh.
Orbits.
People got
They're
these for
just like-
Halloween.
Just gum?
Yeah.
I used to get
I
that a
remember
lot
getting
for
those.
Halloween.
So it's like a standard piece of gum. It's not like a small cut up piece. It's like a standard length, but it's like it's just the 5 pieces.
I'll put it in Last
This-
Gone. I'm chewing it eventually.
I mean, I like gum. I'll chew gum, but I'm not going to eat it first. I'm not going to eat it that night.
Yeah.
It's going to get in the way of me eating everything else.
Right.
It's going to ruin my taste buds for everything else, too. I think these are a last gone. I mean, I'll eat them. I'll get to them eventually.
I
agree.
just never had them for Halloween. Like, I know what they are, but just, I never got them in my bag. And plus, like, the flavor just doesn't last long. You get that punch of flavor for the first 5 seconds, and then after that, it gets hard and just flavorless. It's disgusting.
Yep, I agree. Andy's Mints.
That's a first Gone for me.
Is it?
Oh, big time.
This is like what you get at like Red Lobster, right? When you're leaving, these are the same thing.
Olive
Yeah.
Garden.
Or is it Olive Garden?
Yeah.
Okay. These are pretty good. I mean, there's a fine line. Some people absolutely hate mint. Some and it's like either you hate it or you love it. I've seen both. And people can't. They were like, you might as well just eat toothpaste, which I like mint.
Jackson, you're
me
smiling.
personally, I don't think I'm eating them first night though. And I'll tell you why. It's mint. It's gonna literally ruin the flavor of any other candy. That first night.
That's fair.
That is logical. I appreciate the brain power.
I would say
But they
A,
are good.
honestly.
They're an A for me.
Yeah.
That's a high tier for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I would put them in A.
I used to hate Andes when I was younger because, again, it always tasted like toothpaste to me. But I eventually grew into it once I became an adult. So the power of your taste buds change.
Do you know what I loved? And I don't see them on here. Was actually Junior Mints.
My brother
You guys ever had
loves
Junior
those.
Mints?
Oh, they're on here.
They are?
Yeah, third row.
Oh yeah, I see them.
Oh, dude. I loved Junior Mints when I was a kid. I don't know if I'd like them now, but when I was a kid, I loved them. But next in line, Runts. This is hard candy Runts.
Trash.
Trash.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
these
a,
things.
I'm not a
yeah,
fan of
boo.
hard candy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hard candy.
You don't need it.
Laffy Taffy, to me, that's straight into the trash.
Well, it depends what flavor. In my
Agreed.
opinion.
If it's banana.
Banana. Okay, this is the Laffy Taffy that also came with the joke, remember? If that weighs anything.
If
the
it's a
last
bad
one.
joke, it ruins
Those
my night.
jokes that
I'm
we
gonna be
love.
real.
What's that?
If it's a bad joke, it ruins my night. You can't. It needs to be a good joke.
Laffy Taffy for me is a last gone. It's straight to the trash, but I am willing to put that a little higher. And that's flavor dependent.
Last Gone.
I'll do last gone.
I would say
I could
low
do that.
low B or last gone. Yeah.
Okay. We can maybe do a high last gone then.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's where I'd put it.
Where do we put it here?
You can put it above the Bit O' Honey. All
Bit O'
right.
Honey. Okay. Oh, here we go. Werther's. I've never had a Werther's original in my candy bag. They are delicious, though.
They're so good.
This is. I think everybody knows what a Werther's is. It's something that like your grandpa has on the coffee table.
Yeah, I've seen them. I just
Or in his
never
pockets.
had them before, honestly.
They're actually very good. I've never bought them myself, though. I've only ever been given Werther's.
They
Are
were
there
very
different
big
But I've
with
never
my,
had one in my candy bar.
Big with my great great aunt. If that tells you anything.
I would put Werther's in the B category, personally. I would be good with B.
Jackson.
B seems a little low, but
Really?
I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
I think they're pretty good.
What do you think,
What
Andrea?
about you, Ashley?
I think B is fair.
Okay. Well, you said you never had them
Yeah.
before, right, Andrea?
Yeah, I know what they are. I just never had them.
I think B, maybe a high B. High B. I'd be okay with those over M&M's.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I'm sure they're good.
Next is these weird strawberry candies. Like the wrappers look like strawberries.
I haven't had
I
these
think
in
we all know what
so
we're talking
long.
about.
And it had like that juicy like strawberry filling on the inside.
I forgot
Yeah.
about these.
Kind of chewy, but yeah.
I used to get these in school.
Yeah.
School?
Yeah.
I will. These are not straight to the trash. These are last gone for me.
Last gone for me.
2 last gones.
I don't know. I feel pretty impartial about these. I never got these for Halloween. They're just candy that sits on my grandparents' table.
Yeah, exactly.
These are at my work office. They have a tray that's just full of these things. I don't know why these. But they're there. And every once in a while I'll grab one. I'm like, and I'm only getting them because they're there. There's no way I'm ever buying these things. I don't even know who buys them, to be honest. They just appear. This is one of those candies that I've never seen somebody purchase. So last gone. We good with that?
Yeah.
Stick it right. Oh,
Yeah, middle of last gone.
There we go.
Above the gum, maybe. Oh, maybe above the gum.
there we go.
Hershey's Kisses.
Such bad chocolate.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
No way.
I'll eat it. I'm not throwing it away. Ashley might throw it away.
It's a B for me. I'll
It's
eat
got
it.
that look. Okay.
I will say I like the ones that have the nuts in it. Those are pretty good.
Those are good.
Okay.
The
The
swirl
almonds.
ones are good.
Yeah, there's like the caramel swirl ones. Those are good. Those variations are good. I think Hershey Kisses B.
Yeah.
Low B
Yep.
for me.
I agree.
Okay.
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 Okay, next is just Hershey Kisses Bar. The milk chocolate Hershey Kisses Bar.
It's not a Hershey Kisses bar. It's just a Hershey bar.
Oh, yeah, just Hershey Bar. Sorry, yeah, no kisses in that. Thoughts?
I'd put it right above the Kiss.
This is the most
I'm
like
the
middle
opposite.
of the road candy for me. Like this is just definition of average. Hershey bar. It's classic.
I would actually rather have a Hershey Kiss over a Hershey Bar.
Me too.
Really?
The thing I like about Hershey Kisses is it's easy just to pop in your mouth and just suck on it till it's gone, and I kind of like that. Whereas a Hershey Bar, you're gonna take a bite and you're pretty much just gonna eat. You just kind of gotta chew
Yeah.
it, right?
You're committed at that
It's
point.
a softer,
I'll
yeah,
give you that.
it's a softer piece of chocolate than a Kiss. I think Kiss.
Yeah.
I feel like Kisses are harder.
Yes.
I would put it below. I'd put it in B because it's very middle. I'm gonna eat it. It's not gonna be last gone. I'll eat it before any of these last gones, but I think I'd want a Kiss before the bar.
Okay.
Mike and Ike's straight into the trash.
Yep.
What? Hey, whoa, whoa! Hold your stinking horses!
I like
Mike and Ike straight in the
Ike's.
trash. Huge mistake. Bad
I don't
opinions.
eat the green ones, but I eat like all the other ones.
They're good.
They're good.
I will actually purchase them in a candy aisle sometimes.
Yes. Thank you. Cool. On the same page here. Yeah, this is A, at least.
No.
It's a B for me, but I like them.
No, you can't. No.
These are straight into the trash for me.
Yeah, I would agree with you, David. It's straight in the trash.
You guys.
Jackson wants to set an A.
No.
That's where I put it.
Can we come together and make it a last gone?
That's a coming together. It's not even.
They want to put it in the trash.
Two tiers down for him, one tier up for us. How about this? Above, it's in the B, above Three Musketeers.
Okay.
Is that a good middle ground?
Yes.
That's.
Would you
satisfied
negotiate
with
that,
this.
Jackson?
It's all trash. I'm offended.
Mike and Ike's more like Mike and Yikes. Ugh.
Do you want to get kicked off the podcast? I don't have control over that. But
We'll just he'll just drag you right
Do
off
it.
the call.
Do it.
Okay, OG Snickers.
I like Snickers.
Good candy.
Good candy, I agree.
above average.
This might be a first gone for me.
First gone.
No comment.
I don't think it's on the same level as Reese's. I would not put it there.
I would put it below Reese's. It would not be above Reese's. On
Like,
the
I don't
first
even
gone.
think it's, like, close. I'm taking
Really?
Reese's before. Way
I-
before.
I would say this is definitely an A, I think.
High A,
Mid A, I'd say.
mid A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Ashley,
mid-A.
you haven't commented.
I don't like Snickers.
No,
Really?
It's a trash. It's a trash for me.
This is straight into the trash.
I like every component of a Snickers, but you put them together and I do not like it. And it's very filling. So,
That's
I'll
so
let you guys
weird.
have this one. It's always a big one for people, but
Actually, when I was in what grade would I have been in? 7th or 8th grade? I did wrestling at school.
really?
And after weigh-in, they always said, after you did your weigh-in for a wrestling meet, eat Snickers. It's going to give you the protein, it's going to give you the energy for your meat. And yeah, it was great.
Wow.
It was good for that.
I mean, there.
After you weighed in, because you obviously you wanted to be the lowest weight you could get before
Yeah.
before going in
Bro.
for the wrestling match. Try to get in at the top of the next category. So where were we? Snickers. We have 3. I'm a first gone. It sounds like we have 2 A's, and then we have a straight into the trash.
Is A the compromise?
Like a low A.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
a low A.
Would you fight that to be lower, Ashley?
No.
Okay.
She's aware
Low A.
of her
I know I'm
atrocious
wrong.
opinion.
I know that I'm wrong.
Almond Joy.
Trash.
This is the
Trash.
coconut with an almond on it.
Garbage.
This is a last gone for me.
Yeah, this is a
I'll
last
eat
gone.
it, but it's very much at the end. I'd put it high straight into the trash. Maybe like the highest straight into the trash. I'd be willing to compromise that.
That's cool.
I'm not going to be torn if I don't eat it. If I never get around to it.
I'm cool
Baby
with that.
Ruth?
It's a last gone
I
for
don't-
me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mind it. I would put it B,
I
personally.
put a low B.
I would say last gone. I don't know. For me, it's kind of too filling. There's just like so much in it that I'm not a huge fan of.
There is a lot.
Hmm.
It has a lot going.
Yeah.
I'd put it top of last gone or last in B.
Yeah.
Maybe top of last gone. Because I'm definitely going to get to it. I definitely want it, but I'm going to eat these other ones first.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's completely true.
Ooh, caramel apple pops.
Ooh.
These are those suckers that had like caramel and then that apple candy around it and stuff like that.
Andrea, weren't you talking about these the other day?
I love these.
Yeah, I was talking about it. It brings me back to, like, when I was in grade school, there was this girl during, her birthday. Her birthday was in September. So she would bring it in, give it to class and everything like that. So it just brings me back. I mean, eating it now, I mean, I personally would put it in maybe high B or low A.
It's a low A for me.
Wow.
It's a B for me. I like them a lot, but I'm gonna eat the regular candy before I get to these.
I'd be okay in the B category.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I'd be willing to part it down there. Above Werther's?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And what is this? I've seen this wrapper before. What is this thing called?
My mom likes these.
Oh, these things?
Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chews.
Yes.
It's a vanilla.
It's a vanilla chewy candy, although it's never fresh and actually chewy because no one buys them.
Okay, well,
I've had it.
you make
I
a
can't
solid
remember.
argument, but they're good. That's my argument.
My mom puts them in the freezer.
Yes, I think you do need... I don't
Okay.
think you need to freeze them, but you can make it work.
What are they?
Delicious.
It's like chewy vanilla with a thin layer of chocolate around it.
Okay.
It's a trash for me.
You sounded so enthusiastic about it earlier. Be like, it's a chewy vanilla with chocolate
It's
around
my
it.
mom's like one of her faves.
It's a straight trash for me.
It's one of her faves, but for me, it's just not doing anything for me.
I know I've had it. I don't have an opinion though. It's not memorable, so it'd be a last gone.
Yeah.
Jackson, you seem pretty enthusiastic about it though.
You can last on it all you want. I know where it really stands in my heart.
Mr. Goodbar. This is straight into the trash for me.
It's trash.
Eh.
I
I would
have
put
no
it last
opinion.
on.
Last gone. What about you, Jackson?
Just don't even. I don't know if I've had one before. I'm gonna be real.
I think it's just peanuts in chocolate.
It's basically a Hershey bar with nuts in it, I think. It's like the same, yeah. Same quality of chocolate
Yeah.
with nuts.
Meh.
What a stupid name, by the way, Mr. Goodbar.
Good bar.
Nice and creative.
Yeah. Who said last gone? Somebody said last gone.
I did say last on.
Okay.
Maybe above
Either
the
a high
gum.
straight in the trash or a low last gone.
Low last gone.
You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Double bubble. That's for me straight into the trash.
This isn't like candy. It's just there.
No. It's there to break your jaw for all of 3 seconds of flavor.
Yes.
It hurts to eat.
It just brings me back to my childhood. The same thing for the caramel apple pops. In the classrooms that I was in, they would give this gum to, like, for incentives if you got an A on a paper or an assignment. So it just it brings back nostalgia, but not in a good way, in my opinion.
Yeah. I get it. Swedish fish.
Last gone.
I don't like these. This is same boat as Twizzlers for me. I can't take the smell.
Wait, I zoned out for a second. Did you just say Swedish fish are bad?
That's the same Twizzler reason for me. They'll give me a headache.
Okay, so
Because it's basically licorice in a different form. At least in my opinion.
These
These are good.
Bleachy's so
I
offended
agree.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I like Swedish fish. Yeah. It's good.
Okay.
I think a
should we
lot
just
of
put them
people
near
do.
the Twizzlers, maybe? Twizzlers is in the B category. Are you guys good with that?
Put it above Twizzlers, I think.
Above?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right above.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
Blow pops. This is the big candy with the gum in the middle.
I love them.
You do?
I love that small transition from candy to gum for that few seconds. Like, that's really satisfying, but then it does lose its flavor like immediately.
I'm only chewing that gum for like 15 seconds, but I'm enjoying the experience.
This is a B for me, a low B.
It's also a B for me.
This is easy last gone. Like, I'll put it in my mouth, but only because I was given it in 3rd grade or something, and that's all I had to eat.
Yeah.
For me, it's straight in the trash.
Oh boy.
I don't care for suckers, personally.
Okay.
I say we put it in towards the middle or end of the last gone.
Okay. I'm good with that. Fireball. Those spicy little hard candies. This is like one of the hard candy exceptions for me. I like these.
In the trash for me.
In the trash.
Trash for me as well.
Yeah, you can trash
Trash? How about high trash?
High trash is fine.
I'm picking this up out of the trash and throw it away.
this one. Patra's just the raccoon. Oh my goodness.
Speaking of trash, look at the next one.
These weird Tootsie Rolls that are different, that are not the OG flavor.
You call them
Trash.
weird?
This is trash, dude.
What?
Trash.
Of course.
High trash. Let's high trash.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pull a Pancho Taco. I'm gonna pull a David. High trash.
I feel like, okay, so these candies for me, they just don't come in an appealing form. Like, on the screen right now, what we're seeing is that it's shaped well, that it's appealing, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat it, but when you get on Halloween, it's smashed, it's spewing out of the wrapper.
Agreed.
It's not enticing.
Yep. Yes, I totally agree.
True. There is truth to that. Fun Dip, this is trash for me.
This is trash for me.
Same thing
Trash.
as Pixies.
Absolute garbage.
Jackson, I had a feeling you would like this. I had a feeling you would
Wait,
like
you
this
like
one.
this? Hold on.
An acquired taste. I can understand how you peasants don't like
An acquired taste.
Fun Dip.
Ugh,
What
no.
am I doing here?
Would you... same category as the Tootsie? Would you put it... You're just going to pick it out of the trash as soon as we throw it out?
I think it's below Tootsie Roll, but like, you guys,
No.
Tootsie Rolls are
Above
not
and
bad.
overjoy.
They're not good.
We're past that. I'm sorry.
So
They're not
remind
good.
me, Fun Dip is the one that comes with like the stick that you can eat. You like lick it first, and then you dip it in the powder, and then repeat.
It's the stick of sugar that you dip into sugar.
Correct.
and that's why
Flavored
it can be
sugar.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Tootsie Pops. I love the red Tootsie Pop.
To me, they're just like a blow pop. I'd put them right with where the blow pops are.
And where is that again?
It's on Last Gone.
Yeah.
Oh, Last Gone. I'm okay with that. I'm not eating them night one for sure. I am going to get to them. I'd put them above a blow pop though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I
Have
think
you
that's
Okay with that?
Have you guys heard the rumor when you guys were younger, or whenever you eat this, like there would be like different characters on the wrapper, and there was rumor that if you got an Indian with the bow and arrow that has the star in it, it meant good luck, and you can like make a wish, or I don't know. That's what came around. Did you guys have like the same thing that you guys thought, or
I heard
was
you
it
could
just
sell
me?
it for money, and that made me happy.
I heard that you could send it to the Tootsie Pop factory and get free Tootsie Pops.
Yeah.
That was
Lore.
the rumor.
Lore.
That was a rumor? I thought that was true, and I was just lazy.
Yeah.
Dang.
And it was like amazing. Like 9 times out of 10, I always got it. I was like, man, I'd be swimming in Tootsie Pop. Okay. Next, fruit roll-ups. These are straight into the trash.
First Gone.
I want first
First
gone?
gone.
I want candy. I don't
First
want fruit roll-ups.
first
gone.
First Gone.
Shut him down.
First gone?
Yes.
Nobody needs your input.
You can put those
were
right
you,
below
Jackson?
Reese's
First Gone.
Pieces.
These are great.
First gone? This is not candy.
Take your
We're
chocolatey
outnumbered,
tits and
sir.
come out of here.
This is what, for some reason, parents send to kids for their healthy fruit breaks. And I don't know why.
Okay, that one is strange.
This is what you eat at fruit break when you're supposed to be eating apples and bananas.
No, give me a roll up anytime.
True. Retweet. Oh my gosh. No, first gone.
This is seriously a first gone.
Seriously.
The only pro to this was putting tattoos on your tongue.
Oh, true. So true. I know, like, there's like
bonus.
a Scooby-Doo line that you could, like, had the mystery machine on your tongue, looking all cool.
This is a first gone, really?
Really?
Yes.
Everyone that is listening to this agrees with us. You just take your L.
Take your L.
All right. Gushers, you guys tell me.
First
Put it
gone.
right next to the roll up.
Yep, exactly the same.
First gone.
Huge.
This is not candy.
I
This is
don't
in the
care.
snack aisle.
Perfection in a package.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I will say,
This is again something you send with fruit break.
I will say I have never been, like, trick-or-treating where they handed it out, but I've heard from other people that it is a thing in the more,
Yes.
the more popular areas. So, it's a thing.
Gushers are so good.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
Gummy bears.
It's an
I don't
A
like
for me.
They're an A.
They're an A
That
for
high?
me. Yep.
Dude, these are like last gone, if not trash for me. Like bottom. Last thing I'm touching are those
I like
things.
gummy candy.
I think gummy candy can be done much better, though. I think it can be done much better. I agree
Yeah.
with David here.
I'm down to go into last gone with y'all, but maybe a little higher than most.
Mid last gone. High mid last gone.
High? Okay. I could do that.
Put it above a Charleston Chew.
Put it above a Charleston Hue. Or Chew. What is Hue?
I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
Okay, what is the difference here? We're coming up against another Werther's. What hold on. What
Oh,
did we
you know
rate
what?
before?
The other ones are the soft, chewy
Oh, this is the
ones.
chewy caramel cream.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's
you're
what we
right.
thought we were talking about before.
Okay, so we rated the chewy one as a high B. Now we have the classic hard candy Werther's.
I've never
putting
had
right
it.
below.
I've never had it before.
Same flavor, just
Yeah, I put it right
not
next
as
to it.
convenient to chew.
Yeah. I would think I'd prefer the chew, but I would take the hard candy right underneath it. Heath bar. Heath is okay.
I like it in ice cream.
I like Heath as a topping
Yeah.
on ice cream. I don't want a full bar of it.
Same.
I would say this is last
And
gone
honestly,
for me.
I don't even know.
Low last
Yeah,
gone.
I don't even know if I would eat it, to be honest. A bar of Heath.
Yeah, last gone's pretty similar.
Okay, last gone. I'll put it here with like Mr. Good bar area.
Yeah, agree.
Butterfinger.
First gone.
I do like Butterfinger. I would put an A for Butterfinger.
I do, eh? This is a classic.
It's a B for me.
Averages
Let's
out to
put
an A.
it, yeah, somewhere in an A. Near the Kit Kat area.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I
I
agree.
think that's a good spot.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
good spot.
Hot tamales. This for me is trash.
Trash.
Yeah, trash.
Ashley?
You guys can put it in trash. It's okay.
What? Where do you have it?
You know what it is? It's my dad's favorite candy. So I just ate it a lot as a kid. So it would probably be, honestly,
okay.
it'd be a B
Genetics.
for me.
Gotcha. Lemonhead. I don't mind lemon heads. This would be a low B.
It's a big trash for me.
Big trash.
Big trash.
Big shack. Big trash.
I'm
I
gonna
love
eat
Lemonhead
these.
so much.
Is it B?
These are B category for me.
I don't like them, to be honest with you.
So it'd be trash. So we have two trashes and two, at least a B, and I don't know, what would you say,
I
Jackson?
mean, for me, like, I respect the B category. I think that's where it belongs. But I just really like them. This is high A. My personal take, high A. But a
Your personal
respectable
take
B.
So-
stinks.
So we have a high A, B, and 2 trashes. Where can we compromise here?
If you put it in B, I'm not going to be mad.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be mad, but I'll be disappointed.
That's worse.
We're so sorry.
I think it has to be low B.
I'm fine with that. That is completely acceptable.
Okay. Oh, here we go again. OG Tootsie Rolls. Chocolate.
That's a bottom of the
These
last
are-
gone for me.
I can respect that.
These aren't good.
Trash. Andrea?
I don't care for them. Because again, it goes with the flavored Tootsies. They they look appealing, but when you actually get them, they're just smushed, hard, gross. So, belongs in the trash for me.
Jackson?
This is, low last gone. Fruity
Okay.
ones, so good. Chocolate ones, very lower mid.
I love that these are ending up above the fruity ones, though.
Hey, you don't have to mention that, okay? I was feeling good for a second there.
Jolly Ranchers.
I like
It
these.
depends on flavor for me.
I like these.
I think they're okay.
It's a
These are
last
last
gone,
gone.
but I'm eating them.
Excuse me.
Wait a second.
It's like the lastest of gones. That's what I would say.
I would have to agree with David. It really depends on the flavor. Can we talk about the flavors for a second? Because I feel like this makes it different. I'm interested to hear because there are some people who are very overly passionate about grape, whereas for me, that's straight in the garbage. But like, I'm willing to trade for cherry or watermelon or a green apple. So I want to hear what you guys think.
Grape is... I'll eat it. It'll be the last one I eat, though.
Yeah.
But I will eat the grape.
I agree with that.
I'm not throwing it out, but I'm not eating it first.
Watermelon's the best to me.
I like the green apple.
That's a close second for me.
Apple's good.
So we have what? Three last gones, and where did you have this, Andrea?
I mean, personally for me, I would say that's a high B. Ish.
The high B. Okay. All right. 1 second. Okay. So Jolly Ranchers. How about top of last gone, or at least middle half gone? Last gone.
I guess.
Is that a compromise?
Sorry.
Put above the Tootsie Pop. Here's one I want to get on here. Junior Mints. These for me are first gone. For me, first gone. They're not. They're above Reese's, or I mean, they're below Reese's Pieces. They're way higher than Fruit Roll-Ups and Gushers, though. But Junior Mints, I'm eating that first night.
I don't agree, but, you do you.
Where does everybody else sit?
I'm sitting in the trash with those.
The trash.
The trash?
Yes.
The middle is like texturally weird for me.
That hurts.
I think this is average. I think these are good, but not the best. I could see a
Where'd you have
low
them?
A, high B.
Okay. Where'd you have them, Andrea?
Straight in trash.
Straight. Okay. So, they are first gone. Jackson, you had them kind of A, B area. High B, low A.
Yeah.
And then two trashes. Oh, man.
If you put
Dude,
them
these things are
towards the
way
end of
better than
B,
a Mike and Ike. These things are way better than a Mike and Ike.
Disagree.
Okay. These are way better than a Mike and Ike, which is somehow in the B category.
If it makes you feel better to put them above a mic, right above the Mike and Ike, I'm okay with that.
I'll throw you a bone.
Okay. Let's see. I like Junior Mints. Let's go to peanut M&Ms. These are first gone.
Those
First
are your
gone.
fave.
First
I love peanut
gone.
M&Ms.
This is a respectable first gone.
I'm 100% with you.
I like that we're all here. Where does it sit here? Is it above for you guys, Fruit Roll-Ups and Gushers?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it above Reese's Pieces?
Yes.
No.
No. I'm fine with either here or here.
Put it right behind.
Okay. Third, first gone. Let's do it. An apple. That's straight into the trash, right?
Ugh.
First
If
gone.
you get an apple in your bag,
For Halloween?
first gone.
A first gone for me.
You're the kid who ate apples.
Wait, so you're the one trick-or-treating asking if you can have fruit?
I mean, maybe.
you-
What's it to you?
I just... I don't know.
I'm in
It's going to get
utter
dented
shock.
in the bag.
Yeah. I like apples, especially at Halloween. And, like, this is a fun fact about me, but so most people throw away the core. I eat the entire apple, including the core.
really.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
Eat the stem also.
hardcore.
I was
Yeah.
going to say the same thing, and nice pun.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, an apple, you have to eat it that night, right? You don't have a big window of time.
Yeah.
This is not the spirit of Halloween. This is straight into the trash.
I don't know. It's first gone for me.
I'll
What if-
respect it. I respect the reason.
You'd respect that?
I have no respect for someone giving a kid an apple on Halloween.
There's no way we're putting an apple in an A or B. There's no way the apple's going in an A or B category. It's either low last gone or high straight in the trash. You're eating the trash apple.
Trash apples.
I mean, I don't care. I like apples, and I know exactly where it sits in my heart. So, whatever.
We'll put it right. We'll make you eat trash apples.
Thank you. Thank you.
Toothbrush.
First gone.
Anybody saving that thing?
No.
Toothbrush is first gone for me. I'm sure Bleachy could agree too. I mean, yeah.
Why am I agreeing to this?
Why do you just assume he'll agree with you?
Because he'd probably eat the toothbrush for some subs.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Eating plastic on Halloween. Let's go.
I think he has to go straight in the trash. High straight into the trash.
It's nice if you don't have a toothbrush, but if you have a toothbrush, you don't need another one. That's what I think about it.
I mean, it's one of those things where you can use that toothbrush for traveling, or like if you need to replace it. Like, I wouldn't throw it in the trash. I think that's a waste. Like, you would eventually use it.
Yep. That's true. You're just not eating a toothbrush, though. At least I hope not.
You're so intent on it. You're so upset by it.
I just don't understand how it can... Okay, can we just put it in bottom of last gone? Since apparently people want this toothbrush.
That's fine.
And then last but not least, candy corn. Actually, I would say last and least. I hate candy corn.
I have to be in the mood, but it would be the bottom of last gone in my opinion. Just I don't know why I I prefer the little pumpkin ones, but regular candy corn, I'm probably gonna eat it.
The pumpkin ones.
I'd be okay with last gone.
Ugh. No. I mean, okay. So I actually don't mind candy corn. Like, as much as I give it crap, I like it with the combination of I think peanuts, M&Ms, and candy corn. I think those combinations together is good. But candy corn itself is, last gone.
Any other thoughts? Just last gone.
It's a last gone.
Last gone.
Okay, I think we have our list here.
Wow.
I'm not going to go through and list this all, but I'm going to take a screenshot and post it to the Arcade Parlor Twitter after this goes live, as well as I will post it in the Arcade Parlor Discord as well, so people can reference.
And completely
this.
Bash our heads in for our terrible takes that apparently I have a lot of.
Yes.
You have interesting ones for sure.
All right, we have a Halloween candy tier. This is awesome.
GG.
Woo.
GG.
Happy Spooky Month.
Yeah, it's October. It's October. Well, I think that's going to bring us to an end on this month's episode of the podcast. As I typically like to do, we like to go around the room and do any self-promos of anything that's going on. Ashley, would you like to shout anything out that you might be working on? That's coming up.
Thank you. I was so absolutely floored and thrilled that I had some sub goals that were met last month. So for October on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Ashley ASHLEE_FL, I will be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights in October, usually around 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing lots of scary games. We're going to have a 100-point channel TTS, scary noises, and I'm also going to be doing a butter race with the Bleachy Bee. We'll be doing 100 easy levels of Super Mario Maker, and the loser eats butter immediately after the race, live on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the competition part. The potential losing part, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
So a couple of the games I'll be playing in October: Visage, PT, and House of Ashes.
Ooh,
cool.
Those are good ones.
Jackson, what do you got going on?
You can find me live at twitch.tv /bleachy_B. Yeah, I got it right. Wow, that's a hard link. I mean, we just added our sub goal ended and met completely just yesterday, at the end of September, and I could not be more grateful. Thank you all for supporting me in that if you have watched the stream. For the sub goals that we got, we have a few incentives that I still need to do, including a cake baking stream. That should be fun for my birthday coming up in the coming weeks. We're going to be doing a cash prizes Yahtzee tournament at some point. Do not have the date yet, but that should be a fun one. Those are just a few things to look forward to as far as the stream goes. I also produce YouTube and TikTok content. You can find me Bleachy_B, Bleachy B.
Awesome. Andrea, are you doing anything that you want to shout out, or any social medias you want people to catch you on, or anything?
I don't have anything. I don't stream, but if you feel so, if you would like to follow me, my handle is MIZZOURAH, MIZZOURAH. That's a mouthful. But if you see me, just say hi, and that's it. I don't have anything really.
Follow her now.
Yes, follow me. Maybe I will stream. I don't know. Have your notifications on.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
And then you can always find me at twitch.tv/PonchoTaco, streaming Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's Spooky Month. We can be playing some scary games. Looking forward to that. Playing The Quarry first off, and then jumping into a first playthrough of Dead Space. I'm looking forward to that this month. As well as other retro content that will be coming as well. I think that's all I have to promo, though. We are Arcade Parlor. Thanks for tuning in. You can find us, I don't know, Ashley, where can you find Arcade Parlor these days?
You can find Arcade Parlor on such applications as Twitch, Twitter, and Discord.
That's
and
right.
TikTok.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Go to arcadeparlorcast.com. That will hit you a landing page, which you can get into our Discord, all of our other social media links. Go ahead and follow that, arcadeparlorcast.com. Also, if anybody who is listening would like to send an email for us of a topic of discussion, you can send an email to email@arcadeparlorcast.com. Again, that's email@arcadeparlorcast.com. If you want us to talk about something or if you have comments, send it in there. Also, if you do want to leave us a voicemail, which we will listen to, and it might be featured on a future episode, you can send a voicemail to 402-915-1082. That's 402-915-1082. We will listen to it, and we might just play it on stream here, and we might reply to whatever your answer or whatever your question might be. Andrea, thanks for joining us, being our very first guest.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, David. It was a pleasure talking with all of you. This is so much fun.
This was great. I'm excited for the next episode. I'm always excited for the next episode, but I think today was awesome. With that said, goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
We love you.